Hello and welcome to my training. This presentation is about how to set up a basic call center. Course objective. At the completion of this course, user is able to understand different components of the call center, identify resources required to set up a call center, successfully manage daily call center operations. Lessons overview. This course is divided into 5 lessons. Lesson 1 starts with a brief introduction about the call center. Lesson 2 it's about planning and budgeting. Lesson 3 is about hardware and software requirements. Lesson 4 is about customer service training. Lesson 5 is about call center manual. In the end, there's a short quiz to test your knowledge. Lesson 1. Introduction to Call Center. Let us first talk about what is a call center. A call center is a centralized office used for receiving or transmitting a large volume of inquiries by telephone. It is a function within the customer service department of any business to offer service support or information inquiries from customers. So, why do you need a call center? Call centers are valuable to companies because they provide a platform to customers where the company has the opportunity to enhance its image, resolve problems, and to create a stronger customer base. Call centers play a vital role for online-based businesses because it's the only contact your customer has with your company's representative. In the call center industry, there are different types of call centers. On this slide, we will discuss the 3 major classifications of the call center. The first one is the inbound call center. The inbound call center is the most basic type of call center which is set up to answer incoming phone calls. The second one is the outbound call center. The outbound call center provides outgoing sales and marketing efforts to facilitate a company's growth strategy. An example of this would be telemarketing. The third one is the automated call center. In an automated call center environment, the phone system is fully programmed to offer interactive services based on the user's input. On the next slide, we'll watch a short video on different types of call centers. Let's watch a video to see how many different types of call centers we have.
There are different types of call centers, namely, inbound call centers, outbound call centers, web-enabled call centers, CRM call centers, telemarketing call centers and telephone call centers. Inbound call centers aid to handle calls coming from outside, mostly through toll-free numbers. The services of inbound call centers are designed to handle catalog orders and desk queries. They also incorporate customer care services, predict customer behavior and take action while the customers are still on the line. Inbound call centers employ teams of live operators, account representatives and program managers. The success of outbound call centers depends on their extensive experience, technological solutions, quality assurance programs and commitment to customer service excellence. They ensure maximum results from direct marketing efforts. The integrated call management systems in outbound call centers systematically direct calls to consumers and transfer successful connections to a selected marketing representative. Telephone call centers offered flexible call routing and predictive dialing systems. Utilizing advanced telephony and internet technology, the customer service representatives at the phone call centers provide accurate and timely information for the most complex inbound or outbound programs. Phone call centers offer personalized call management by a team of professional operators who personally know about the client and his business. For more information, visit our website today.
In Lesson 2, we will talk about planning and budgeting. So first step within the planning is we have to identify our resources. The resources are location, IT requirements, furniture, manpower, and training. Location. A location has to be identified for the call center. In doing so, there are important things to consider, and here they are. Choosing a right location for the call center is very important because of the safety and security of your assets and your employees are critical. The location must be easily reachable by your employees. It must have ample parking space to ensure your employees are not getting late to work. The office must be well lighted and soundproof. It must be in close proximity of restaurants and cafes. There's another important point to be noted here is the cost. You don't want to sign a lease where you cannot afford the monthly rent in the long run. IT requirements, which includes hardware and software. For a functioning call center, proper infrastructure must be in place. We will discuss each one in great detail in the next lesson. Furniture and layout. Call center job requires prolonged sitting. It is imperative to have ergonomically designed furniture and layout. In the next slide, you will watch a video emphasizing how ergonomics play an important role.
Furniture. Furniture include drawers and cabinets. You need this for your staff to put their personal items for the drawers, and the filing cabinet, you need that for your normal paperwork.
Manpower. To operate a sizable call center, you need to hire enough people and train them to answer phone calls.
In order to identify manpower needs, analyze the following things. Project your call volume by creating a hypothetical plan which is based on your offering and how you are marketing your products or services. Alternately, you can also subscribe to benchmarking services and find out how your peers operate in the same business line. Next is operational shifts. You need to find out what will be the hours of operations of your call center. Will it be 8 hours per day, 12 hours per day, or 24 hours? Based on that, you have to develop shift schedules. You also have to interview the right candidate and hire them to do the job. You need frontline staff to service your customers and supervisors to manage the call center operations.
Manpower activity. Please take a moment to visit this website to use the online call center staffing calculator based on projected call volume.
Training. Training is conducted in 3 different ways. Classroom training, IT system training, and on-the-job training. We'll dedicate a whole section in lesson 4 on training.
Budgeting. A budget has to be allocated based on the required resources. In the next slide, we will identify required resources and calculate the amount for initial investment. Initial estimated budget. Let's itemize our list and let's start with hardware. Within hardware, we need computers, adapters, network printer, monitor, and IP telephones. Except the network printer and the monitor, the rest we need 10 each with $17,000 investment price.
Software. All softwares are license based. So we need CRM, Cisco system, third-party reporting system, and a workforce management system, which would be a $30,000 investment. Toll-free number for the call center, which requires one, and this would be a ongoing monthly charge of $500. We need IT support contract from an well-established IT company should there be any issue with the network, latency, or the network is completely down, we need a company to fix our IT related issues. This would be a $1,500 a month investment. Staff salaries. Let's assume we have up to 10 staff members, and their hourly rate is anywhere from $8 an hour to $11 an hour. With the frontline agents plus 1 or 2 team leaders, this would be $11,000. So our total initial estimated budget would be $60,000 to start a call center project.
Lesson 3. Hardware and software. Hardware. Since we'll be running multiple applications on our computers, so we require minimum specifications. Intel Pentium processor i5, 8 GB RAM, 500 GB hard drive, 24-inch screen size monitor, and Windows 10 OS with a built-in audio. Network printer. You need one network printer that's connected to all PCs with the capability of print, fax, and scan. Cisco IP phone. This particular model is very common in the call center industry. Cisco 7965G, which is a unified IP phone. It's capable of handling multiple telephone lines, able to do conference, transfer calls, and put the call on hold. Wallboard. You need one big screen TV, preferably 55-inch, that acts as a wallboard to display your call center statistics. Headsets and Y adapter. You need one set of each to connect to your telephone to answer phone calls. Network architecture. Although you won't be dealing with this, this is something for your IT, but I thought it would be helpful just to show you how the architecture looks like on the internet. So when the customer calls, the call goes on the internet and hits the firewall, and from there it goes to the gateway. The gateway looks at the package and decide where the call needs to be routed. So it gets routed to your call center, and from there the next available agent receives the call. Software. In order to run successful call center, we need certain software applications, and here they are. Customer Relationship Management, CRM. Workforce Management, WFM. Cisco Contact Center Express, UCCX. Third-party reporting system, which also has a wallboard capability to display call center statistics. And call recording system. CRM. So, what is CRM? Let's see. CRM is a software technology for managing all your company's relationships and interactions with your current customers and potential customers. A CRM system helps companies stay connected to customers, streamline processes, and improve profitability. Basically, a CRM is a system, it's a database that holds all your records of your interaction with your customers and your potential customers to be. On the next slide, you will see some popular CRM products in the market. Popular CRM products. What we see here are the most commonly used CRM products on the market. I have personally used Microsoft Dynamics and Salesforce, and by experience, both are user-friendly. In the next 2 slides, we will watch a short video on what is CRM and why CRM. WFM, which stands for Workforce Management. So, what is workforce management? A workforce management is a staff scheduling software that allows call centers to ensure that they have the right people and skill sets available to successfully handle customers' interaction in a timely manner. Some of the workforce management software benefits are call forecasting, staff scheduling, and time off request. Cisco systems. which is the main application of the call center in terms of hardware and software. In the coming slides, we'll go deeper into the Cisco systems and talk about each Cisco component and their role. Cisco systems. Within the Cisco system, we have Cisco Unified Contact Center Express, which is UCCX. Within UCCX, you have a basic reporting system. Then we have call recording system, which is known as MediaSense, and we also have skill grouping. Cisco Unified Contact Center Express, UCCX. So, what is UCCX? Cisco Unified Contact Center Express is a complete contact center in a box. It delivers call routing, management, and administration features and is designed for business ranging from very small to enterprise branch office up to 400 agents. UCCX System Login. We are now going to look at the agent version. The system is accessed via a link, and once you click on the link, it will show up a web page. And on the page, it will ask for ID, password, and your phone extension. Once the agent is successfully logged in, they will view this page. The system defaults the agent into not ready state. If the agent would like to receive calls, they would have to change themselves into the ready state, which is the green button. At the bottom, you will see the different call queues. In this case, we have two call queues, one in Arabic and another in English. If there are any calls waiting, it will show on the right hand side. UCCX System Login. This is the supervisor version. Once you click on the link, it will take you to the same as the agent version, asking you for the ID, password, and the phone extension. Once you put the right information, click on sign in. Once the system is logged in as supervisor, the system defaults the profile to not ready. Should the supervisor themselves decide to take calls, they can do so by clicking on the ready button. Supervisors can also see the status of their agent. They know exactly who's on lunch, who's on break, and how long they have been on lunch or break or any other code. Supervisors also have the ability to change the status of their agent. They can also listen to the live calls by clicking on the call monitoring option. On the top right hand side, there's a sign out button. When you click on the sign out button, it takes you back to the login page. On the next slide, we will watch a video about using the system in agent and supervisor version. Cisco Report. Cisco Report is a tool that comes with the UCCX system and is accessed via a link. This is a basic reporting tool that provides raw data, which means it provides information on how many calls your call center has received and how many calls were answered. Later on, we will see third-party advanced reporting tool called UniDashboard, which incorporates graphical dashboard, evaluation results, and wallboard for call center statistics. Cisco Report. Once you click on the provided link, it will open a web page asking for username, password, and once you provide the credentials, click on Login. Once you log into the reporting system, on the left hand side under the overview, click on the reports option. Under the reports, you have other options. Call abandoned report, which gives you information of how many calls were abandoned. Agent activity report. This option will give you information regarding what time the agent took break, how long they were on the break, or were they on the call. Agent call summary report. This report will give you information regarding how many agents were on each call for the length of time. All call reports. This will give you information about everything. It's a master data. But what we are concerned about here is we just want to see how many calls came in and how many calls were answered in a day. So for that, we will just use the detail call CSQ agent report. Once the detail call CSQ agent report option is selected, on the right hand side, you will see further options. You will see relative date range, which gives you predefined options of today, yesterday, or past 7 days when you click on the drop down. If you like to customize the date, let's say for a few months or for a year, then you click on absolute date range and you select your dates from start to the end. Then after that, you'll click run. The next slide, you will see the results. This is the report generated for calls received on March 12, 2018. Now from this report, how would you find out which call was answered and which call was abandoned either by the customer or by the agent? Let's look at it. Under the contact disposition, if it says number 2, that means call was answered. If the contact disposition says number 1 and under the queue time it says unidentified, that means call was abandoned by the customer. If it says 1 under the contact disposition and 00 under the queue time or any other number, that means the call was not answered by the agent. And that's the one that will go against the call center KPIs. Cisco IVR. IVR stands for Interactive Voice Response System. What is IVR? IVR stands for Interactive Voice Response. Is a technology that allows a computer to interact with humans through the use of voice and dual tone multi-frequency DTMF tones input via keypad. Benefits of IVR. It increases professionalism. It allows skill-based routing. For example, if it's language-based, press 1 for English, press 2 for Spanish. If it's service-related, press 1 for sales, press 2 for billing, and so on and so forth. And the third one, it automates the call answering process. Should anybody calls after hours, the system initiates a script saying we are closed for today and please call back. In the next slide, there's a small activity to experience IVR. IVR activity. Take 5 minutes to experience AT&T's IVR system by calling 1-800-288-2020. IVR scripts recording. We have greeting script, mandatory script, after hours, including the option to leave a voicemail, promotion script, post-call survey script, and music on hold. We'll see each one of them in the coming slides. IVR scripts example. Greetings. As soon as the call is made by the customer, a greeting script is initiated. Thank you for calling. Name of the company, brand. My name is agent's name. How can I help you today? Mandatory script. This script plays before the call is landed on the agent's phone, which is all calls are recorded for quality and training purposes. Please stay on the line for the next available agent. After hours, including the option of leaving a voicemail. Thank you for calling. Company name, brand. Our office is closed. Our hours of operations are from Monday to Friday, 8 a.m. to 8 p.m. Central Time. If you like to leave a voicemail, press 1. Promotion script. If you have a product or services you would like to promote, for example, we are offering the name of the product or event name at a 50% discount until the end date. Don't miss this opportunity. Buy now. Now, this script can be played before the mandatory script or during the time the customer is waiting for the agent to answer the phone. Post-call evaluation. This evaluation takes place at the end of the call. The customer is transferred to another line that asks them a series of questions, or it can be just one question. How would you rate the overall service received? And the customer is given scale of 1 to 5 option to choose from, where 1 is very unsatisfied, 2 unsatisfied, 3 neutral, 4
satisfied. 5, very satisfied. In the next slide, we'll see how the results are captured from the post-call survey. Post-call evaluation database. Once the customer has made their selection, the results are captured on this database. Later on in this presentation, we will see how these results are centrally captured and displayed on the call center wallboard. Music on hold. Now this can be anything, an actual music, a song, a live news, or a promotion script. And this is played while the customer is waiting for the agent to answer the phone. Sample IVR structure. When the customer calls the toll-free number, greeting script initiates. And after that, customer is given the option to choose Arabic or English. Once they made the language selection, the mandatory script initiates. If there is any waiting time after the mandatory script, music on hold will play. If there's no waiting time, then the call immediately lands at the agent's phone. Once the agent completes the interaction with the customer and the call ends, customer is transferred to the post-evaluation line. Once the agent takes the notes in the system and saves the case in the CRM system, an automatic SMS is generated from the CRM and sent over to the customer. This SMS can be as simple as "Thank you for your call. Please visit our website for more information." IVR skill grouping. Skill grouping is a way supervisors can assign their staff members based on certain skill set. This skill set can be language based or service based. For example, if it's a language based and English and Spanish is offered, supervisor can put 2 of the staff members in Spanish and the rest of the staff members in the English or both languages. If it's a service based, for example, sales, marketing, billing, then that can be distributed based on the supervisor's selection. Skill grouping is accessed via a link. Once you click on the link, a web page will show up asking for username and password. Once you type in the username and password, click on login. Once you log into the IVR skill grouping system, first thing you'll see is all your agent's name. You can click on any one of your agent and assign a certain skill set. What we see here is based on language. So I can pick any one of my staff members and assign them either English or Arabic. Once I click on save, the system will update and the next call that comes in English or Arabic will only go to the agent that I've assigned the skill set as. ACD, Automatic Call Distribution System. So, what is ACD? ACD, which is Automatic Call Distribution Technology, automatically routes calls to phone agents based upon organization rules within the skill group parameters. The system route calls to the longest available agent. If call is not answered by one agent, it automatically connects to the next available agent. Cisco Call Recording. Cisco offers a product called MediaSense to record all incoming and outgoing calls. MediaSense is accessed by a web link. Once you click on the web link, it asks you for username and password. Once you provide the credentials, click on Sign In. Once you are signed in, you will see this screen. What we see here is a list of all the calls that were recorded. You can click on the play button to play the call. You can also download the call and share. Uni Dashboard. Uni Dashboard is an advanced reporting and wallboard system that integrates with Cisco Unified Contact Center Express, UCCX. In the next slide, we will see some of the features this reporting system has to offer. Uni Dashboard features. Uni Dashboard offers real-time statistics on call center metrics. For example, average call handle time, AHT,
average call wait time, AWT, number of agents logged in, average speed of answer, ASA, and post-call evaluation results. This is done through the integration of the feedback database. It also gives the manager a full view of their agents. How many agents are logged in, how many agents are logged out, the status, if they are on lunch, break, meeting, a full view is presented. It also has a KPI builder. You can customize your KPIs and input in the system against a threshold. It also has a customized dashboard view. A customized dashboard view is you can pick and choose what KPIs you want to display, and that can be projected on a big screen TV. On the next slide, we'll watch a short video on the unique dashboard system. Lesson 4. Training. Training is conducted in 3 different ways. Classroom training, IT system training, and on-the-job training. In the classroom training, you will teach your staff general customer service skills. How to answer the phone, greetings, how to handle irate customer. You'll teach them soft skills, how to diffuse the customer, telephone etiquette, which means you need to take the permission before you place them on hold. And when you go back to the caller, you need to thank them for being on hold. Basic things like this. The do's and the don'ts. You don't want your employees to be eating and chewing while they speak to the customer. The environment in the call center needs to be quiet, so when the customer calls, they should only hear your voice, not the voice from the background. IT system training. Staff must be trained on the CRM system. This is very important because CRM system is the main database for customer interaction. They need to understand how to read the history, how to locate customer information, and how to update information. If there's an escalation, how to create escalation cases and follow up on those escalation cases. Cisco system. This is both the software and the hardware. They need to understand how to use the Cisco phone, how to transfer the calls, how to conference the call, how to put the customer on hold, and how to understand the reports when they are generated and shared by the supervisor. Billing system. If you take payments over the phone, the staff needs to understand how to input the credit card details. If there's a transaction failed, then how to understand and how to investigate. So, a comprehensive IT system training must be provided to the staff. On-the-job training. After the classroom and IT system training, the employees hit the floor and practice their training in real time. SMEs and supervisors must be available to support the new hire staff. In the next slide, we'll watch a video on customer service. Lesson 5. Call Center Manual. Call Center Manual. Within the manual, you have policies and procedures, roles and responsibilities, key performance indicators, KPIs, and quality assurance. Policies and procedures. Policy and procedure defines how you as a business deals with the customers. What is the scope of your service? What do you cover and what you don't cover? The manner your employees interact with the customers. And how you carry out those policies as procedures. Roles and responsibilities. Here you will write down the role of your staff, of your team leader, if you have a supervisor, if you have a manager. Let's discuss staff role. The staff role is answering incoming phone calls, following up with customers, promoting products and services. A team leader, one step above the staff. A team leader responsibility is call monitoring, staff scheduling, handle escalations, prepare reports. KPI, Key Performance Indicators. So, what is KPI? A KPI, also known as Key Performance Indicator, is a measurable value that demonstrates how effectively a company is achieving key business objectives. Here is a sample of my call center KPIs, and each KPI is set against a goal. Let's start from the average call handle time. It needs to be 6 minutes or less. Average speed of answer. It needs to be 10 seconds or less. Call abandoned. This is the percentage. It needs to be 7% or less. Customer satisfaction score needs to be 85% or higher. Here is a sample of my call center scorecard for the month of October. Now let's see the KPIs and the actual against the goals. Average call handle time. Actual, it was 1 minute and 59 seconds against a goal of 6 minutes. Average speed of answer was 3 seconds against the goal of 10 seconds. Call abandon rate was 1.40 against 7%. Customer satisfaction score was 96% against 85%. So as you can see, we exceeded in each metric in the month of October. Quality assurance. What is quality assurance in call center? Call center quality assurance, QA, is a process that can help ensure customer interactions are aligned with business goals. Call monitoring, carried out by supervisors, aims to identify common customer issues, improve customer experience, and help standardize communication processes with customers. In the next slide, we will see quality assurance form that I use for my call center. Quality assurance form. This is the form that I use for my call center staff. I usually monitor 2 to 3 calls per agent per week, after which I have a one-on-one coaching session to go over the call and ask questions like, what went well? What could have been improved? You may pause the video and read the questions. Managing call center. In the next slide, we will see a short video of a manager who talks about how she manages her call center. Congratulations! You have successfully completed the training course. Please click next to take a short quiz. Please note, in order to pass the quiz, you must score at least 60%. Thank you and all the best.